So far, all of the pattern matching that we have seen has taken place when we have defined functions and their parameters. Doing things this way means you need to provide multiple bindings for your function, one for each sequence of pattern match that you want. A construct known as case expressions exists as an alternative. When using a case expression to pattern match, you only need to define a single function binding. Case expressions take a general form of the following. You place an expression in between the case and of keywords, and then you provide a sequence of pattern matches which all return their own expressions as a result. We use the arrow syntax to link a pattern with the expression it returns. We'll see what this means exactly with an example. If you remember, we previously defined a function called myHead, which returned the first item in the list which was passed in as an argument. The function assumes that the list is non-empty, and so if an empty list is passed in, it simply raises an error. On the right is how we would define this same function using case expressions. You can see, at the point of the function definition, we just use x to match all potential lists of ints, and then we use the case x of construct to define our pattern matches. In our case, we only have 2 patterns, but in the general case, you can have as many patterns as you like. The pattern matching rules for case expressions are the exact same as what we already know from function definitions. Haskell will go through the patterns from top to bottom, and if no pattern matches, a runtime exception is thrown. This is the behavior we have already seen, so there is really nothing new to learn here except the syntax. When it comes to style, it is recommended that your arrows align to aid readability. Also, place each pattern match on a new line indented by 4 spaces. Make sure each pattern match in the sequence is indented the same amount, otherwise you could get a parse error and you will need to fix the white space. Now you may be asking yourself, what is the point of having 2 different ways to do the same thing? The left and right examples shown here both define the exact same function, right? Why would you choose one over the other? Well, in many cases it just comes down to preference. You can choose either and they work just as well. But notice how the case expression can be applied to an expression and also results in an expression being returned. Well, that actually means that you can nest case expressions. I'm not showing that here, but it is something that you should know. This is actually the main difference between the 2 styles. You cannot nest pattern matches at the level of the function binding, but you can in a case expression. Also, you can apply case expressions anywhere an expression is expected, so it is more flexible in where it can be used. Which style should you use? Well, for beginners, like the people watching this course, the additional ability to nest when using case expressions is really not a big deal at all. And to be honest, even the authors of the Haskell Prelude library use both types of pattern matching extensively, and so it really does not matter which one you use. Go for the one which makes the code more readable. This video is a clip from a longer video for beginners starting with Haskell. Check that out if you would like to see all of the content. Also check out the entire Introduction to Functional Programming with Haskell course on the Learn channel. See you next time.